Hey guys, Sin here, and welcome back to Warface classes versus Battlefield 4. This week we're going to be talking about the Engineer, and the Engineer is the class I've really wanted to discuss with you guys because this class is what makes these two games so very different, yet the classes themselves have a lot in common. They're both support classes, they have the same primary weapon, and similar mechanics. But before we get into that, we're just going to do an overview of what these classes offer, and then we'll hop right into comparing the mechanics. The Engineer in Battlefield 4 uses a personal defense weapon, PDW, as a unique primary weapon. These are going to have really high rate of fire, but are going to be inaccurate at medium to long range. These are going to be used really up close and personal. We've got, for the gadgets, the rocket launchers, mines, repair tool. These are going to be used to support and maintain friendly vehicles and destroy enemy vehicles. That is the primary role of the Engineer, and it has been unchanged for many titles now. The Engineer in Warface is not too unlike the Engineer in Battlefield 4, using a submachine gun as a primary weapon, not too unlike the PDW for Battlefield 4. And for the gadgets, you have a directional claymore mine and a basic armor kit. This is where the games differ heavily, is in this gadget. It works kind of like the repair tool for Battlefield 4, but instead of repairing vehicles, you rearm infantry. So let's talk about this armor mechanic real quick before we continue. The body armor mechanic in Warface is what really makes this game unique, especially in infantry settings. The body armor has a value much like health, and as long as you have body armor points available, you will take reduced damage from gunfire, from enemy gunfire. And the way that you resupply this body armor through the Engineer is much like repairing a vehicle in Battlefield 4. All you have to do is hover over the person you want to resupply and just use your body armor points from your basic armor kit to rearm their body armor. This is what makes the Engineer really, really key, almost as key as a medic in PvP settings. The Engineer in Battlefield 4 is not nearly as useful as the Engineer in Warface in infantry-only settings, but they have very different class designs. The Engineer in Battlefield 4 is designed to support and destroy friendly and enemy vehicles, whereas the Engineer in Warface is designed for infantry-only combat. While the repairing mechanics between these classes are very similar, they're designed for completely different purposes, so I can't complain too much that the Engineer in Battlefield 4 is not nearly as powerful in infantry-only settings, and since the game is designed mostly for combined arms, especially in game modes like Conquest, the Engineer is really strong there, and so the body armor mechanic versus the tank repairing mechanic or vehicle repairing mechanic, not a big deal. I think Battlefield 4 could have been really cool with a body armor mechanic, and it would have really made the Engineer shine in game modes like Domination as a support player. Let me know what you guys think about the body armor mechanic in Warface and whether or not the Engineer in Battlefield needs a little love in the infantry department in future titles. And join me next week as I do the last and final video for this series, the Recon class comparison. I'll see you guys next time. Sin out.